and I know money. All right, all right, all right. I think it was already recording. Beautiful, beautiful. So anybody who's seeing this, you get to see me grooving out a little bit this morning, living in my dream environment here. Check this background out. Yo, this is like designed this. I searched for a long time for this photo. Exactly what my future home on the beach in San Diego is going to look like. So living that dream environment, you already know it's going to come true. I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to keep it sweet. This is not a sales pitch. Literally just showing y'all what I've been up to, what Chris Lavorgn has been up to, what my brother's been getting into a little bit. I even got my pops on this. He dropped about 62K over the last couple of weeks. It already is pushing 80 on his investment. And literally he's just doing what I tell him to do, pressing buttons on his computer. So literally, like, guys, this is life-changing here. This is the future of investing. Yeah, people can make money in options. Yeah, you can make money buying and holding stocks. But there's nothing that compares to this SwipeCoin app that I'm about to show y'all about and leverage investing. I'll even drop a screenshot, or I'll drop like a Zoom scroll through of this chat we got with like 1,500 people in it. My smaller team chat's got 52 in it. But every morning it's just people dropping profits and, you know, thanking God that they got involved in SwipeCoin. So here it is without further ado. So SwipeCoin is part of I Am Mastery Academy. I Am Mastery Academy in itself, Christopher Terry is trying to make this the biggest virtual school. All of it is focused on investing in the largest financial markets in the world, right? Like the stock market's $500 million traded on it a day. The Forex market's like 7.7 trillion a day. And the cryptocurrency market is now at about $2 billion traded a day on it too, which is pretty crazy. So this elite pack just gives you access to everything. FRX is foreign exchange, if you're interested in that. HFX is binary options in the foreign exchange market, way easier than stock options. DCX is what we're all on, which is the digital coin platform. So it's just trading Bitcoin with leverage. So I don't have to go and put 48,700 into an account to get one-to-one dollar-to-dollar movement, right? On Bitcoin, I can put $100 in an account and get one-to-one leverage, which is pretty fucking crazy. So you can put in 100 and you can more than make 100 in a day or a couple hours. You got people putting 100 on accounts, and you catch it at the right signal, which I'm going to show you how we get those signals. You can make 500, you can make 1,000 in a day pretty fucking easily. But it's all about risk to reward ratio. ECX, that's the e-commerce platform. And then IBO, that's if you want to be an independent business owner with this and not just a customer, right? Doing things that I do right now where I literally just create videos and share the platform with people. It doesn't take much of my day, it doesn't take much of my time. I do it whenever I want, wherever I want. And there's nobody screaming at me to do it. So it's pretty cool. So this is all that I Am Academy has to offer. It's building a fitness platform right now, and they're going to get into all sorts of other stuff too. So they're literally trying to do what Amazon did to the retail space, just fucking knock everybody out of it, which is incredible to be a part of it. You know, it's a pretty baby company in terms of getting going in the financial industry and the network marketing industry that it's in. You don't have to participate in the network marketing side, but the fastest growing real estate company right now, EXPI, you should look at their growth over the past year. They are a network marketing real estate company. I mean, basically that's what all the real estate companies are now doing, the big ones. So it's cool stuff if you want to get into it. But again, right, with this platform, nobody has to get into it. You could literally just be a customer, use SwipeCoin on your own time and go about your day. So this is like the website. It's got all the information on it here. There's lots of different scanners, right? Artificial intelligence that the educators and the software developers have created. It just makes it so you don't have to sit at a computer and do all this all day, right? You know, people like Chris Johnson out there have really good tactics that you can utilize to profit in the stock market. Great. It's a little time consuming, right? I literally have my phone on me and just wait for alerts while I'm in meetings and then press a couple buttons and boom, there it is. So the way SwipeCoin works, without further ado, is there's artificial intelligence behind the scenes, right? But what you see on the screen is the front facing side. They've made it very simplified. And actually, this blue line is just another indicator that I added in that you don't even need to worry about. It's one of the 200 moving average, but basically SwipeCoin, online version, phone app version. The phone app version is just for your alerts. So whether you are at dinner, whether you are at work, whether you're on the shitter, whether you are on a plane, right? You can get those alerts, open up your MetaTrader app, and then type in the trade, stop loss, take profit, entry point, close it, and then go check back a couple hours later to see that you were in profit, right? For 5 times what you entered in, or see if you got stopped out for like 1 time, right? So we always get that good reward to risk ratio. But basically what you'll see here is if you want to take advantage of the scalper, right? So SwipeCoin, yes, it gives you signals, trade signals, right? And those can take anywhere from an hour to a couple days to develop and play out and take profit, right? There's also something that's a little more aggressive if you do have time to sit at your computer and you want to make more aggressive plays and you want to be in and out of the market. And that's something called the scalper. And so what you're seeing right here is the scalper. The scalper are these buy and sell signals, right? And so these buy and sell signals happen anytime from 2 to, we've seen sometimes 6 or 7 signals a day, right? They're all based on this 15-minute candle, right? And so the buy signal here, I'm going to put a circle around this. Where are my shapes? Okay, beautiful. Well, instead of my shapes, I'm just going to do I don't want to fib. Here we go. Long position. All right, so because it's a buy, I'm going to take a long position here. And I'm going to show you what this looks like and give you an example. I could go into a lot more detail, give you a lot of examples here. I can tell you if we go back and trace all of these, it averages out to about 5 or 6 out of every 7 trades do not hit stop loss, which is really good, especially because we're going for like 5-to-1 risk to reward. So if you're going for 5-to-1 reward to risk, sorry, I said that the wrong way, right? You can actually lose more trades than you win and still make money, right? Because if you're 5-to-1, right, you could lose 3 trades and win 2 and still be making money. But with this accuracy, with the educators, with the artificial intelligence, we're winning 5 to 6 out of every 7, which is it's fucking golden. And so what you guys see here is our entry point is right here. And let's just say you only stayed in for part of this, right? Or let's say you didn't catch it at the entry because you were busy, but you caught it halfway up. And then you only stayed in for a little while, right? You were like, all right, I'm going to close it out. The risk here, you would put your risk right here, right? Make it pretty small. And this literally gives you what that point is, right? Our risk is coming right back down to this EMA line, right? Pretty simple. And you learn this when you go through the tutorial video, but I'm giving you a quick tutorial anyway. So if our risk here is 411, let's just say 400 to make it easy for the math here. Our reward, right, could be anywhere from 1100 to, if you had stayed in for this whole thing, 1100 to like 1600. I mean, if you stayed in all the way up here, we don't even want to talk about that. But let's just say you stayed in until the first red candle. So if you had stayed until the first red candle, that's about 1900. Okay. So we're going to talk about what this could have looked like on this trade. And I actually took this trade for about 500. So in the leverage market, we have something called lot sizes, right? And these lot sizes tell the brokerage how much we want to leverage per every movement in the market, right? And so on this first one, right, this 0.01, that's 10 cents per movement, 10 cents per dollar, okay? So basically on this one, we would have been risking, right, $40 to make, let's just use the average in here, and let's use, sorry, this is 19. And let's just say somewhere in the middle, like 1500, okay? So you'd be risking 400, sorry, risking 40. This music's got me going right now. Risking 40 to make 150, right? That's at the lowest micro lot there. If you were going to use a mini lot, you're leveraging, risking, investing, whatever you want to call it, $1 per dollar, right? $1 per movement in the market, right? And these are our movements. So your risk is 400 movements here, 1,500 movements. So if you risk $1 per movement, that means you are risking, right, 400 here to make 1,500, right? And the whole point is we're getting these signals at accuracy of 5 to 6 times in the positive out of every 7, right? So all day I would risk $400 to make 15, 400 to make 50, 400 to make 15. Because even if I lose 3 times, I'm losing $1,200, and I win 4 times, right? I'm winning 6,000. So there it is. And these are based on these specific amounts of money. You could do 3 cents, you could do 5 cents, you could do 7 cents, you could do 13 cents. You don't have to keep it strictly to 10 cents, $1. Or what I'm going to show you here is a standard lot, right? Standard lot, when you start using those, you know you've kind of made it into the big leagues in terms of trading, right? So if you're going to leverage or risk $10 per movement, right? That means with this trade, you would have been risking 4,000 potentially to make 15,000, right? There's nothing different about the trade and how much you make other than how much money you have in your account and how much you can leverage, right? So in order to make that 15,000, you have to have at least 4 grand in your account, right? In order to make that 15K, you have to have 4K in your account. In order to make that 1,500, you would have to have 400 in your account, right? That's completely different than buying this on Robinhood or buying this on Coinbase, right? In order to make, right, $1,500, when Bitcoin goes up $1,500, you have to own 1 full Bitcoin. That's 50 something thousand dollars, right? Not everybody has that laying around. And if you do, great, let it ride. But you can also do this on the side, right, with $400. I mean, you can start trading in the market with as little as, 40, 50. Some brokerages make sure you have to have $150 minimum in your account to trade Bitcoin. But others, as long as the risk to reward is in your account, you can do it. And so let me just show y'all real quick this last, you can keep going. You can go to 100, but risking 100 per movement, right? This is big leagues here, real big leagues. You would be leveraging, right? And this is what the banks do. You're leveraging 40K to make 150K, right? And so that's why people like Tiger Woods were already wealthy before he really became a superstar. Tiger Woods made his first $1 million trading in college, right? All he did was play golf, work out, eat, and trade. And a lot of people who you've never even heard of have these $1 million homes. They got $1 billion net worths, right? They trade a lot of their money, right? They don't just make that off their business. And so, yeah, fellas or ladies, whoever I send this to, this is all just risk to reward. But it's risk to reward knowing that we have someone behind the scenes, like doing all the work for us, someone who's calling out these buy signals, these sell signals, buy signals, sell signal, buy signal. So that would have probably been the only one that you might have got eaten up on, right? But just a little bit. Sell signal. So that's 1, 2, 3, 5 out of 6 right here that were correct. This one, I mean, you could have fed yourself for a couple months if you had caught that whole thing, right? That's a month's salary for some people, maybe even more, right? So we said 5 out of 6, 6 out of 7, definitely a winning trade here. Sell, price goes down, so that's 7 out of 8. Buy, that one it worked, right? Especially because there's 2 green candles and 1 red candle in here, so it would have been a win. It wouldn't have been a big win, but it would have been a win. Sell, that's a win. Buy goes up, that's a win. Sell, price goes down, that's another win. Buy, price goes up, small win, but it's still a win. That sell, let's check out this sell right here. So short position, they called this sell out as soon as it crossed the EMA and closed. You would have put a short stop loss in, boom, big take profit. I mean, yeah, you could have made 3 grand or 300 on that, depending on what you leveraged, or 30 if you're playing it safe. Um, Here's another big one, right? So it's looking like, every week there's one huge trade that could pay your bills like a typical job working 60 hours. So that's another one there. Small, tight stop loss. Boom. That one could have made you about almost 4K. That's crazy. Crazy stuff here. So, I mean, guys, this is like the most powerful thing going now. They actually are creating a commercial that's probably gonna go public soon. And so that's where I just want to talk to you guys about the urgency behind, if you're thinking long term about building wealth, right? You can buy and hold Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. We know they're the highest performing assets over the last decade. They're going to continue to go up. I've even taken like my retirement account and pushed it into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. You can trade with a little bit of money on the side, and you make 3 grand in here. You can take half of it, put it in your checking account, pay some bills with it, go on vacation. You can take the other half and you can go buy more Bitcoin, right? So you can trade it and purchase more, trade it and purchase more. And the other beautiful thing that this allows you to do, right, is, hey, these educators, when they send these out, they let us know, especially right here, and right here, there's messages that go in the app, right, on the phone that say, hey, this is not a normal sell, right? This is going to be a big sell off in the market, right? Because what that triggers you to do is say, hey, I could profit on this on my MT4, right? I can trade this as a sell, put it in and make money as price goes down, right? Right? You can't do that with stocks unless you're doing options. And then I can say to the Bitcoins that I'm holding in my Coinbase, in my Binance account, right? Pull them out to cash, right? Eat the $50 transfer fee, pull it out into cash. So my 60K or my dad's 80K in Bitcoin doesn't lose all that value, right? Because if you pull it out at cash at a high, you let it go, price go down, and you buy back in. Well, let's look at what this does. Okay. Let's look at what this does. So he bought in after this one, so we didn't do it, but we did this earlier with a good chunk of change. So let's just say you have 80K, you pull out at, let's just say you pull out at 60K, okay? When the price of one Bitcoin was 60K, you pulled out, pull out at 60K. So you have, let's do this, 1.2 maybe, 60 divided by, no, 80 divided by 60 gets us 1.33. I should have known that. It's easy math. So you have 1.33 Bitcoin. Okay. Bitcoin holding in cash. If price drops to, what did it drop to? 54K. Okay. Price drops to 54K and you now use that 80K to buy more Bitcoin to ride this back up. You now have, let's do this math, 80 divided by 54. You now have 1.48 Bitcoin, right? You didn't have to spend any more money. All you had to do was pull it out at cash, right, at a high point, buy back in at a low point, and now you have 0.15 of an extra additional Bitcoin, right? And the thing about that is, some people are like, yeah, that's a lot of work. It's not a lot of work. It's pressing buttons. You took a signal, you pulled it out, right? But 0.15 Bitcoin when BTC, right, hits 100K is what, 1.5? 0.15 times. It's 15 grand. So that little move right there by the end of this year is going to be worth 15 grand, right? That's the power of this platform. Holy shit, I didn't even realize it's that much. Yeah. So when Bitcoin hits 200K, that's a $30,000 move you just made, right? Some people don't make $30,000 a year after taxes, and you can literally make that by leveraging the information in this platform. That's why I love SwipeCoin. That's why I love the educators on I Am Master Academy, because they're literally making me money. I don't like to use that word money in my sleep, right? My salary pays me overnight. Like, yeah, it hits my account. People use that. It's stupid. But literally, like, there's so many applications to this. And this is why I choose to record these videos to show people, because, dude, I want everybody who I know, everyone in my circle. I don't want anybody worrying about money. I want everybody to be able to do what the hell they want to do. I want everybody to live in a place like this, because I'm going to be living in a place like this very soon. And it's all love. And the urgency factor behind it is, right, as this company grows, the earlier you get in, the earlier of an opportunity you have to educate others and literally build up an additional stream of income. So listen, it's something that, if people don't like to do referrals, they don't like to do affiliate marketing, you don't have to do it. But if you see the value in it, right, it makes sense. And a lot of people won't show you this, but I have 100% transparency, nothing to hide here. Like, this is the comp plan that the company does. They don't spend money on advertisements and Super Bowls. They are creating a commercial, but the commercial is for us to be able to send out. And I'll drop that as a link too. It's pretty dope. But this company, dude, it's innovative. It's really cool. So currently right now, I'm a Platinum 1000 moving towards a Platinum 2000. We have a bunch of people who in the middle of the month have to reactivate their subscriptions. We're at about 56. We have 52 active in our chat. We've got about 56 people who we've gotten involved and started in this. You can see how many have the active packs right now. It's the middle of the month, like I said. So there's a bunch of people on this leg that all came in at the same time that have to kind of reactivate. But when people pay through Bitcoin, they have to go through that process again. So it takes a few days to activate. You pay with card, it happens in 30 minutes. But you can see right now, right, there's 20 people here, 16 people here, one person here. This was up to like 12. And you can literally see like where I've been, Platinum 6, Platinum 1000, all in there, just based on the number of people that are active on the date, right? And so literally, I don't trade with my own money. I trade with this $150 to $250 every Friday that comes into my account, right? And as I hit that next level, right, 500 will be coming into my account every Friday. Or if there's 5 Mondays, it'll be 400 each of those. And look, the level after that, well, that's full-time salary right there. For some people, almost full-time salary, but still, it's that coming in every week residually on top of my full-time career working right at the state government. Like, this is how you build wealth, right? This is now an asset that I have. It's an active way of trading, but it's also an asset because I have built this up and I have leaders and I have other people who are doing the same thing too. This is really the goal here, right? Getting to that Chairman 10 rank, I'm pulling in 10K a month residually, 500 people that we've helped get started with this platform. And in order to do that, I have to help 10 people get to this Platinum 2000 rank here. So my goal with all of this is not only to trade for myself, but it's to help 10 people get to that Platinum 2000. So that's why I say the earlier people get in, the better, because if you get in at the top of one of these legs here, right? My dad's account, right, is at the top of this. So as he starts to, when he wants to, get 3 of his homies involved, right? He's now already at this platinum 1000 and doesn't even have to trade with his own money. He can just invest all his money in Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? Do some stock options, do some ETFs, and he can just trade for free, play money from this account. It's real money, but it's play money because you didn't have to labor for it. So that is SwipeCoin, right? That is leverage in the market, right? That is the IBO options. Here are all the other markets that you can dabble in if you want, right? Creating an e-commerce store, doing binary options in the market, you can do Forex. So literally just wanted to show you all this because something I'm passionate about, and literally I do at the same time as I'm working. I've got 4 monitors in front of me. So I've always got one of these up, and then I've got my work stuff on the other computer. So listen, guys, happy Friday. If I'm sending this to you on a Saturday or Sunday, happy weekend. Please just, if you are interested in any of this, like it doesn't even make sense to not give it a try because there's a 7-day money back guarantee. So you literally can get plugged in. If you don't make your money back in 7 days, literally go hit a button and tell them, I want my money back, right? I should have made my money back in 7 days. Absolutely, you should make your money back in less than 7 days, right? If you actually take it seriously and place a trade, it's not that difficult. So 7-day money back guarantee. I advise everybody to take advantage, right? Why would you not, right? Invest a couple $100s to get started with this to try and make, $3,000 on a trade or try and make, $500 on a trade, right? It's a no-brainer in terms of investing to reward, risk to reward. So listen, I know it's not for everybody, but if you want to get started, let's run it up.